Scott, when we play Llandudno on Saturday, it will be 99 days since the New Saints last tasted defeat. That's a great run of form.
Yeah, it is, and just saying it's where we've been, performing, clean sheets, goals. You know, if you look at where we went out of that semi-final of that cup, it was one where we'd won it for the last how many years. We mixed the side up a little bit and even went with a slightly different formation, and on the night we didn't really perform. We should have beaten them, no doubt about that. We missed chances and we still created. We're not our best, a little bit disjointed in terms of how we managed the game. Yeah, they were up for it and they had a good crowd and stuff, but you know, we should be certainly beating teams like that. That's not being arrogant, it's just fact. So looking ahead to tomorrow, we'll learn from our lessons. We'll certainly want to be getting into the semi-finals. We have to do our work because, like I've said previously against Llandudno, in the cup game, we could have been 2 or 3 down early on. So we've done very well against them in the league, and hopefully we take that into the game tomorrow and make sure that we go into the hat for the next round. That's our number one objective.
And both the New Saints and Llandudno are fighting different battles at different ends of the table. Yeah. And although this is a cup game, the winner will be just one game away from a final, so it will be anything but a distraction.
Of course, and it's the semi-final gives you that beauty of a neutral ground as well. We haven't won as many as we should have done in the Welsh Cup. If you look at how many leagues we've won, how many League Cups, we've fallen behind in the Welsh Cup for whatever reason. You know, you can't win all trophies at the top level now. You know, there's talk of Man City still going for this quadruple or whatever, and I don't think it's going to be done, is it? Because it takes a lot of luck, it takes a lot of consistency, it takes an amazing squad. So our point of view, you know, we've highlighted that there's 2 competitions that we want to win, and we will do everything we can to win, and this is one of them.
And in reference to the Welsh Cup, the New Saints were in 4 consecutive finals, winning 3 of them, but last season exited before the final stage. How much of a motivation is that to you personally and the players to go on better this time?
Certainly, it's one as a new manager that you want to win all the competitions you go for. You know, we did a double last year and it was a very good season for my first season in charge, but I want to win the Welsh Cup. You know, prestigious tournament, goes back a long time, an old tournament where, you know, you used to have the likes of Shrewsbury and stuff in it as well. It's one that I'd like to win, and obviously hammer that home to the players. It's very, very important. You know, yes, we've got the league that is our main priority up there, but this weekend's different. It's a week off from the league competition, and it's a one-off game. We've got to make sure that we don't think it's just to turn up and win. No way we'll be preparing like that.
This will be the 4th time that we've played Llandudno this season. 6-1 victory here at Park Hall in the league, yeah. And then on the road, a 4-0 victory in the league and a 5-0 in the Nathaniel MG Cup. Looking on from that indicates that TNS knows how to play against the Seasiders, also that they're finding it very difficult to stop the New Saints.
Yeah, I think, you know, at times they've tried different things to halt us and to maybe stem the tide a little bit, but you can see there how many goals we've scored. What's that, 11, 15 goals? 15 goals in 3 games, goal against. But I've said previously that, you know, they're dangerous. They've got some really good players. The front lads are neat and tidy. They've got George Harry, Toby Jones, Kai Edwards at the back, obviously, who we know all about. Got experience there. Yes, I think they've got a few new signings that will be cup tied, but they'll still give it a go. You know, they're looking to stay in the Welsh Premier League. It's going to be hard for them to do that, but obviously they'll give it a go as long as they can. A cup game is a one-off game, and they might think that, you know, we'll throw everything at it.
The starting lineup for the New Saints recently has been very consistent, usually an enforced change here and there. So as it's the Welsh Cup, how consistent will we expect the starting lineup to be in regards to recent weeks?
Yeah, I think I went on record last week. I was speaking to someone about you learn from your lessons, and maybe change the team too much against Cumbrian. So I won't be doing this time, not for the sake of it. We're on a good run. I don't want to just change the team for the sake of it. There's no point. We've got momentum. We've got a good understanding of how we're playing and what we needed. Look at our results. You look at our goals conceded, our goals scored. Not just our chances that are created, but the football we're playing is excellent. It's as good as I've seen here as a manager, and that's how pleased I am with it. So I don't want to change that. I don't want to change the dynamic. I don't want to just give people games just because they haven't played for a while, or I'll give everyone in that starting lineup will play because they're either coming in for an injury or they deserve a chance to play tomorrow.
And what about the availability of the players for the squad?
Yeah, everyone's available for selection.
And last week, an ex-TNS player, legend I must add, made a comeback on the pitch for FC Oswestry Town. Are we likely to see that same player make a comeback in the Welsh Premier League at some point?
It's a nice thought. It's one where you give up playing and you miss it 100%. You know, it's the best thing in the world, playing football. And obviously the next best thing is being involved in football. So to get a call last week, obviously we didn't. When did we play? Was it Friday? When did we play? No, Monday, wasn't it? So played Monday. So it was one where it was only the night before. Do you fancy helping me out tomorrow? And I was like, I'm supposed to have the kids tomorrow. I'll have to see if I can get a babysitter. But what was going through my mind is, home game, play on the venue, help Oswestry Town. And I was fortunate enough to be involved in an end-to-end game, and we won 2-0. So whatever helps Oswestry Town, 3 points, and they're having a good season. So I don't think I'll be putting the boots on again this season. I've got sore ribs at the moment from last week, so it's a reminder that you're too old, you're past it. Put your coaching boots on and leave your football